Mark Zero's XCOM The Long War. Let's play.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Long War. It is a new month. We are in May. We had kind of a really bumpy April. We're in a little bit of a death spiral right now. A minor one. I think we can pull out of it. I just need to sort of kind of slow myself down and get a little bit more patient and a little bit more tactical with my choices and things. One such choice before we get off to the mission is one of the items I'm buying. Namely, this. I'm building a satellite super fast. There's no reason for me to build this satellite super fast, because I don't get any bonuses from it until the end of the month, unless I were building more interceptors, which I'm not going to do. So here's what we're going to do. We're still going to build the satellite. We're going to build the satellite at a normal pace. We missed our chance due to a shoot down of having all three satellites up at the end of April. That was the original plan. We overextended our Air Force. We lost a satellite over America. It is what it is. We're going to keep rolling with it. And part of rolling with it is that we are not going to panic about the satellite. We have 23 days for this satellite to come up. That means we will have this satellite up by the end of the month. Now all we have to do is worry about defending the two satellites that we have up over the North American continent. So with that said, we've got an alien abduction in Liverpool, United Kingdom. We're going to go stomp a mud hole in these aliens. It's a new month. It's a fresh start. We've got a little bit of new tech. We're going to try to tech up a lot faster this month because it's time for us to take the fight to the aliens and to stop getting sort of bounced around. And I think a combination of better tactics and starting to move ahead in the gear game is what's going to make that happen. So, let's meet our squad for this operation. So, this is kind of a varied squad because we need to do two things at once. We need more PFCs trained up to specialist. We also need our existing high-ranking soldiers to get more ranks because we're not... Like, if there's one thing that we can be using to get an advantage right now, it's specialized soldiers. So we need to work on that. So with that said, our squad is kind of a mix of lower ranks and mid ranks that need to get up. So our first soldier on this one is 21st Century Fool. Anybody who's looked at the channel and saw the Borderlands pre-sequel that didn't keep going, 21st Century Fool was one of the 4 guys on that team. Unfortunately, we did not keep that series going, but the Fool is back with us as a PFC in XCOM. Scope to try and bring the aim up. Alloy plating, this is our new item that we just researched last month. This is the step up from the ceramic plating. We have 2 health instead of 1. So that brings Fool, because he's got the tack vest, up to 7 health instead of 6. Or she has the tack vest. The tack vest is to allow Fool to be able to get up to 12 move. 67 aim, which is Fool's strong point. So we're looking at probably an infantry here. I think it's time to start thinking about bringing some infantry up again. We'll see what happens. Pixie Dust is back on the roster. I want Pixie Dust up in ranks. Pixie's been cleaning up on every mission he goes on, and I want Pixie to get up to, you know, the higher ranks faster. Next ability for Pixie, already almost up to Sergeant. We need Sergeants. Next ability for Pixie is either Damn Good Ground, Sharpshooter, or Ranger. I'm probably looking at Sharpshooter. Pixie's already got great aim. I want that aim even better. I want to just start ruining people. So that's the hope there. Drew Smith joins us as the engineer for this one. Drew Smith is only a Lance Corporal. We need to increase that. I initially thought about bringing Sean Devlin, but I want to hold some corporals back for the next mission. So Drew, I took Sapper on. We've got Sapper now as the talent. Drew is going the way of attack grenades instead of support grenades. So we are taking all HE grenades. Drew's job is to annihilate cover. Drew and Pixie are going to kind of work as a team. Drew's job, annihilate cover. Pixie's job, shoot people out of that cover. So that's the goal there. Montgomery Payson joins us as our assault for this mission. Monty is getting close to Sergeant, not quite there yet. We have an ability to pick on Monty, I just realized. I think I am going with tanking. I could do Gunslinger and be a better secret agent, but I think I'm going Will to Survive here. I want the bonus DR. Monty is not the crit build that Savage and Necro are. So I want Monty to be the go-to assault that does not take massive wound and does not die. I want Monty to be able to stand in front and take punches. To that effect, Monty's got a tac vest in order to move a little bit quicker, but alloy plating and a flashbang grenade. So again, Monty's job, move in close, entrench, mess people up. We're at 10 health on Monty, so that's Monty's job. Tracy Moth is our medic for this mission. Tracy, I need to get up to Corporal. We need a Corporal medic. Going to be going the support grenades build, as I already said in one of the previous missions. But Field Surgeon in order to get everybody back a little bit quicker. We need more medics, so we need to think about that. Lastly, Psycho Destructo joins us again as a gunner. I hadn't picked Psycho Destructo's specialization in the mission that he went on last time, but he is a gunner now. We're going with attack vest in order to get up to 12 move to emplace quickly. Working with a saw, alloy plate, and a scope. The move is what's going to work against Psycho Destructo as a gunner, but I felt like we needed an additional gunner. We're basically just going to keep training people up into their specializations here, so... Anyway, that's our squad for this mission. It's a new month, which means it's a new chance to see what we do here. We can also expect that we're going to get some new aliens. I'm expecting more Seekers than we've been seeing, which means we need to start getting people up with heat ammo and heat grenades. That's why we've got a gunner on this mission. That's why we've got an engineer on this mission. Let's go ahead and launch it, see what we're up against.
Strike one. Prepare for landing.
Alright, let's hit it.
The next deployment site is in the UK.
The alien abductions are becoming more brazen every day. We've got reports coming in of attacks in broad daylight. We're the only ones who can respond to this threat, so we should get down there.
Okay, this roadway kinda sucks. I think this one is the tutorial level, judging from the kiosks. Pixie is going to be integral here on Operation Silent Giant. The good news is Pixie tends to be pretty reliable no matter what. Everybody else's job is just to kind of, you know, play their roles, make it through this mission. Let's go ahead and hit the ground. Let's show these aliens what we're made of.
Central, Big Sky in position on approach of the abduction site. Strike one is awaiting drop clearance.
Copy that, Big Sky. Strike one is cleared to engage hostile targets.
Alrighty.
Watch your backs out there, people.
So, we got Meld over here. Meld on this map is a trap. Just straight up, Meld on this map is a trap. There's a lot of cover in this map that's going to obscure line of sight. So let's get started. We're going to put Pixie into half cover. And already we've got 3 floaters. And yeah. Wasting no time. But you know what? I think we can do something about that. Let's move it up. See if we pull anything else. Not pulling anything else. What are our chances from here? 57. I'm not going to leave Monty in this cover. Don't worry. I'm thinking... Now we do have a guy out in the open. And we do have Drew here to throw a grenade at them. So...
On my way.
No, we don't want to hunker down. We want to blow up the vehicle. they didn't take a lot of damage there. It was mostly DR, but the car's on fire. Now the job that we have is to lock them in place. And Fool's job... Ah, it's a shame you can't get to here. Because if you could get to here, you could kill this guy. But let's see about maybe getting to here. What do you got a shot at? 50? We might take that. In the meantime, it's time to do my master plan with Monty. Don't pull more. Of course we pulled more. Well, that's 3 more enemies. Monty's not flanked yet. 100% to kill that guy. Alright, well, we're gonna murder him. And we're down to 2. So, kind of a bad activation. You can see one of these. Who you got? 45 to hit this guy? Fool, let's see you do a little damage. Very nice! That'll help. That'll help significantly. Alright. Who we got shots on? 51, 51. Let's keep you in place. So that the car blows you up. And Tracy Moth. Tracy, go ahead and smoke Monty because Monty's gonna take all the hits. And I don't feel like seeing Monty die. Now, we can expect the floater's gonna move and try to flank us. So I'm not going to steady weapon here. I'm going to Overwatch. Because I want them to at least be thinking about an Overwatch. So, I just heard a Muton. We haven't met Mutons yet. This is going to be a flank shot. And that's why we deployed the smoke. We might be retreating with Monty. Or we're going to get this. Pixie? Alright. You hit him, but DR is a thing. So we're going to have to free Monty from this thing. That's fine. And you're on Overwatch. Okay. What are you going to do? You're going to fire back at the suppression. I hope this car blows up. You're probably going to fire back at the suppression. Alright, can we get an explosion? Michael Bay presents Floaters! I'm glad that other one decided not to move. That's excellent. Okay. Now we gotta go save Montgomery McPayson. I'm thinking... we could move Fool up. What do we got for shots here? 72. 62. You're the one I don't like. Probably gonna take you out. Let's see if we can get up here. Oh, that's an Overwatch. Oh, that's an Overwatch. Okay. Alright. I should stop running Overwatches. I should stop forgetting that things are on Overwatch. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna move it up. We got a 78. We're gonna miss the 78.
Miss the target.
Psycho's got a 56. Okay, now we gotta really think about removing this guy that's strangling Monty. So we're gonna take this 72. 2 damage into him. He hasn't let go yet. I'm thinking... I kind of need these two to switch places. Because I need Tracy shooting this guy. It's a shame that Fool didn't hit him. In the meantime, we cannot quite reach yet. So this will be an Overwatch. I'm not convinced you can get there.
I'm all over it.
You can't see. Alright, Psycho, come on. Get him out of there. Nicely done!
Dead and gone.
Monty is catching his breath. Now, I've got... There's no Overwatch here, so I could move forward into them and not be flanked anymore. I think that's going to have to be... Well, there's something to be said for not doing that and remaining flanked in the smoke. What kind of defensive we got here? Because I feel like if I move out of the smoke, yes, I'm no longer flanked, I'm also in low cover. And they're going to come right after me. But then again, I also am flanked. Let's make them move towards me. I'm taking into account the fact that the Seeker is low on health. Here comes the shot. Okay, good. It missed. We took a gamble and we won. Taking another gamble. Monty, great dodging, dude. Alrighty. Now we start thinking about how we deal with these guys. This is technically cover, but they can easily flank it. You got 245s. Pixie, who can you hit? 62. Try hitting the guy in the back. Nice. Okay, so they're both damaged. Let's move it up with Drew. Okay. 50, 42. Grenade. Grenade can clear out all our problems. That's what we're doing. Bye-bye. I could get corpses right now, or I could come home with all my soldiers. Which one do you think I'm gonna do?
Heading out.
Tracy, cover it. We'll get the meld next turn if we still have it. Alright, Fool. Reload your weapon. Psycho. Not as far as up as I'd like to get you, but you know. Here come the mutons. Okay. We got 2 mutons. One of them's going up top. Nope, no, he's just going around. Okay. We're gonna have to call this episode Operation Michael Bay Presents Explosions. Okay. We've got shots with Pixie. They're not that great. We gotta get people into better positions here. Monty could technically run up and end this guy's life, but he'd have to go through the acid cloud. And he needs another turn anyway. Also, it's now or never for this meld. I don't think I want to engage. What do we got? Regular muton. What are you? Regular muton. You've got a little more health, so you might be a special type of muton. We'll see. We might want to make them come to us, honestly. Because I don't feel like fighting them in that high cover.
Yes, Commander.
Let's pull it back.
Moving out.
Strategic retreats are a better idea than getting killed.
Affirmative.
Dock in.
Alright. The reason why I'm pulling Monty all the way over is to try and work a flank on them. Now, we can no longer see them, which means Pixie no longer has a shot.
That's affirmative.
Which is fine by me. We're gonna steady it.
I feel, Commander.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Overwatch.
And we're gonna see if they can come into us. He walked into the acid. That's awesome. I am so happy you did that. And 3 damage to boot. I am so happy you're acided right now, Muton. See, this is why we pulled backwards. 5 damage on this guy. We can walk right up to him next turn, I think. Alright, blood call. Nice! That worked out really well. Now, I don't think we have anything else to worry about here. So, what do we got for shots on Pixie? Both of them. Good shots on both of them. You've got a 36 on this guy. Can we improve that? Fool can get himself flanked. Herself flanked. Again with the gender bending. That's an ace in the hole. I can throw a grenade at that guy. Tracy, what have you got a shot at? 32. Not a lot of shots at the other guy here. Alright. I think what we're doing is we're taking the high shot at the guy with more health. That's not a good start. That's a really not good start. Okay. Now we know Monty can take one of these guys down. We also know Monty could get the meld. I'm thinking we could aggressively move up with Drew. Muton corpses we kind of want right now. We should at least try to bring one of them home. Let's see. What can we do from here? Alright. We got shots on both of them. 36, 36. I'm thinking a suppression is in order on this guy.
Come on. Dead in the water here.
Keep him from moving. You're just dead. You know what? I don't even really care about the meld. You're dead. You're all done. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. That's right. You've got a 35. Let's try it. Nope.
Shot wide.
Now I could throw another grenade at him. We don't need to overwatch him because he's already suppressed. Good. Alright, no panic. Excellent. 80%. Nicely done. Now we could finish him right here, right now.
Roger, tracking.
With a grenade. I don't think I need a muton corpse that badly. Bye!
Everything by the numbers.
You know what? I'll take it. We're gonna get a little bit less loot. All soldiers accounted for. We broke the losing streak. Granted, only 8 aliens, but we got the meld. I'm sure that we have more meld further down the map. We can sell that meld for money as we need it, because we have a ton of meld. Let's head back to base.
Our troops are making it look easy out there. Let's hope they don't get too cocky.
You know what? I don't think any of us can get too cocky considering the number of operatives that we've buried lately, Bradford. Now, this is more what I like to see, except we have no promotions. Unfortunately, Fool landed some shots, but didn't really get any killing blows on anything, so we're going to have to do one more mission with Fool in order to get her a level. Everybody else gains a little bit of experience. Unfortunately, no promotions. We need promotions. We need people to get promoted. It's very important right now. We have the ability to do a muton autopsy. We have autopsy. We have 1 muton corpse, 1 floater corpse. Not a lot of loot. We blew everything up. 34 meld though, so we can pretty much give meld away to whoever we want to give it to. We can use it for whatever we want to use it for. We can build things quickly however we want to build things quickly. 80 bucks. Panic reduces. We have 200. That's the magic number. What can we build with it? Well, let's see. We could do Shiv suppression for the Shiv that we're going to have in 3 days. How long does this project take? 7 days. If we do it quickly, 4 days. 4 days and 16 meld and 20 extra bucks. Let's see. Aircraft boosters. We could do that. Do we have any items we need to build? I could do one of those. Bonus critical chance and damage, that could be useful. Heat ammo. I like the idea of being able to put heat ammo on our new Shiv. 28 bucks, we could do that. Let's look at if we need any facilities though, because $200 right now is kind of the magic number for facilities. We could build alien containment. That would take up 10 power. That would put us at the point where we need a fission generator. And then we can start thinking about capturing aliens. And I do mean thinking about. We're probably not going to actually do it. As far as research is concerned, you know what? We're going to keep this money because we're going to get body armor soon. Satellite is operational. You want meld? You want meld for money? 90 bucks? Let me see how much that actually is worth. What was the deal that they wanted? They want 12 meld, and they'll give me $90. Oh, hell yeah. You got it. You have yourself a deal, Argentina. Enjoy. I do need scientists.
You tell the men we can't have them bringing back alien body parts as souvenirs. It's a breach of protocol.
Yeah. We're doing it anyway. We need something to decorate the barracks with. How long on that request? 156 hours left to complete. Worth a thought. Let's see. I'm thinking we just kind of hold fast for the moment. Behold! Our new weapon of mechanized warfare! Ooh, and improved body armor is complete. So we can do an alloy shiv now. I should have just waited a minute. I could have done an alloy shiv instead of the regular shiv. But you know what? Regular shivs are good to have. They are. I don't care what anyone says. They're useful. Phalanx armor. Reinforced armor. Security training armor. Awesome. So this shiv is way better than the shiv I just built. It's also way more expensive. That's useful. That's particularly useful for guys that are going to be on the front lines. That's what we're looking for, though. So, now what do we build? We could do xenoneurology. Xenoneurology would move things forward. Or we could do experimental warfare. The good news is now we are starting to get to the point. Advanced body armor is a ways off. That's carapace. That's the new thing that we need people for, basically. So, and I'm getting a phone call, so I will be right back. And we are back. Okay, what was I doing? I was not in the hangar. Go away. We were looking at research projects. So, we could do experimental warfare, which would give us specialized equipment. Beam lasers, which is the next step up in weapons technology. Frankly, beam lasers might be the best choice. We're not going to do xenogenetics just yet. We can't do advanced body armor because we need more scientists. Well, we could. It would take an entire month, though. We're not going to do Illyrium. We could start doing autopsies. Or we could start doing xenoneurology. You know what? I'm thinking beam lasers. Yeah, I'm thinking beam lasers. Alright, let's do it. And we need more than 20 scientists in order to start thinking about carapace armor. But in the meantime, we are going to build all manner of phalanx armor. If I build it quickly, how much? I mean, yeah, having it in 4 days is great, but I can handle having it in a week. 5 suits of it? Yeah. I think that'll work. I think that'll work marvelously. Submit the order! Alright. So now, that's cut down a lot of our alloys. But that's alright. That's what they're there for. And I know that I'm overkilling a little bit on, like, a large amount of phalanx armor. That's fine. There's a reason for it. For a little while, our soldiers are all going out in phalanx armor. And that armor is also going to complement the carapace armor. So, Thank you for the shiv. I probably should have, you know, waited, and I could have done an alloy shiv, but then again, making an alloy shiv would have meant not being able to make armor, so... And we've got an abduction.
Commander, we're tracking several
Got a
reported
light
abductions
abduction in
via the
China?
hollow globe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Alright, light abduction in China means we're probably going to be bringing another similar composition to last time. I'm going to do one last thing before we go here for this episode, and that is rename Raven 6. Falcon Morgenthau. And let's see. Avalanche, 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 Avalanche. Falcon. I'm thinking you're gonna need some Stingray missiles. Actually, no. 2 guys with Stingray missiles and 4 guys with Avalanche seems fine to me. The other reason why we should rush beam lasers, now that I think about it, is that we can put beam lasers... well, we're gonna need advanced beam lasers first, but we'll be able to put beam lasers onto our interceptors, and that will start to level the playing field in the air. But for now, I've been Mark Zero. If you liked this episode, please click the like button. In fact, I think it's mandatory that you should click the like button, only because, holy crap, we finally got through a mission without people dying. I'm so happy. Everything's coming up Millhouse. If you would like to continue to see the more effort, if you'd like to see more missions where I don't screw up and everybody lives through it, please subscribe, and we will see you on the next operation.